2 days after I posted my video about no patch notes and no date, we finally got patch notes and a date. It's cool the devs of Crowz want their game out during Steamfest. They should be giving us good news up top. Give me a reason to play this game again. Changes and fixes are the top priority here. So let's get into it. The first bit of news is Crowz is holding its first live dev stream for 2 hours during the 21st of February, UTC time. They say they plan on broadcasting through various channels, but don't say which ones. I assume Twitch and YouTube will be the main ones, but it'll be nice to know just straight off the bat so you don't have to wait or rock up late. The game will be going live at the same time, so if it wasn't annoying enough that you're not in the US or Europe like me, you'll probably be asleep at 2 AM on a Monday morning. But also, what person is going to watch the dev stream over eagerly jumping into the game at the same time? They should have done the dev stream before the game goes live for maximum exposure. That way players can get their questions out. And they could have done it on the US Saturday, not Sunday, because some portion of the world is going to be working or asleep at this time. Anyway, the game is live from the 21st of Feb to the 28th of Feb, and this is a free open beta, so make sure you get in and test. Make sure you leave feedback and do the survey at the end to help improve the game. I can't stress enough how important the feedback is for this game. The modes available for the tests will be Blood Zone, which is Conquest for you Battlefield players, and Squad Operation is the Battle Royale for all you BR players. I'll be playing a lot of Blood Zone mostly, so if you want to squad up with me during the testing, hit me up. The servers available will be North America, Europe and Asia again, so if you're in South America, Africa or OCE like me, bad luck, we have to deal with high ping again. On to the actual notes. They say they've added quality of life and optimization changes. Hopefully they truly are this time. An image guide has been added to the map in the waiting state after matching to help with the understanding of how to play. Sure, this is fine. It wasn't that hard to learn once you get into the game, but this is obviously based on player feedback, so it's probably needed. Added a list of main content objectives in the right hand corner to make it easier to understand. Another bit of clutter added to the HUD. I wish you could edit the HUD to minimize the mess on the screen. Added a message and notification sound when a squad reaches 100 QON. This is the currency you get when you're in the squad ops mode, so you can extract from the map or call in your supply crate or whatever. Added a UI function for using tactical supply function when a certain amount of QON has been acquired. Added a UI guide function for wearing a gas mask when entering a contaminated area. Added an indicator that can be checked through the minimap when there is a player close to a QON extractor area. Added the ability to follow the squad when falling from a helicopter. This is a nice addition because you'll probably get a lot of rogue squad members when playing in the beta. In the Blood Zone, when using a Javelin rocket guided launcher, a separate icon is displayed when it cannot lock on due to distance. And that's it for the Blood Zone, nothing else changed about it. Other functions added to the game. Changed in-game notification pop-up design and added the Don't Show Anymore Today button. Added a blast visual effect that occurs after using an explosive weapon. Death is displayed on screen differently for each situation. So if you were killed with a knife, a frag, or a certain kind of gun, it will show up with what gun and what killed you basically. Added a custom mode for users to create a custom lobby. Only certain users will be able to create a lobby. I don't understand why they added this in the beta. It's just gonna separate players from the main game. It's kind of pointless. And what does it mean by certain players will be able to, or certain users will be able to create a lobby? I don't get it. I don't know why they added this. They should just leave this for later. There's not going to be as many players as they think is going to play the open beta as when it fully releases. It still needs more time and more goodwill for people to get involved in the game. And once the game fully releases, then you'll know how many players are actually playing the game. Item effects have been added to make drop items more visible. Improvements and fixes. In Squad Operation, change the matching to not be able to join in during the 60-second count in the lobby map. You were able to join during the 60-second count. This is to prevent bugs caused by the insufficient loading of some users. So if your lobby is not full, you won't be able to join during that 60 seconds, which could make some games smaller and crappier. I don't know if I like this. They should just make it so that it doesn't start till the lobby's full. In the Blood Zone, change so that the notification message and sound appear when morphine is acquired from the morphine box. Who cares? I don't understand why they need to add that, but there it is. Other importance, and these is probably the more important ones, like the actual how the game plays fixes, and this is what we want. Change from a mouse wheel to left click, drop and loot items from inventory. Change the hotkey to use healing items from H to V. Change the shortcut for looting gun parts to an expansion bag from X to H. Change the shortcut key for voice chat, press to talk from V to below the escape button, that dash squiggle. That's a dumb change. And now if anyone who uses VoIP, if you're going to use VoIP, make sure you change your VoIP to a mouse button if you've got a mouse that allows you 3 and 4. That way you can talk easily while you're still playing the game. That's what I've been doing, and that's what I do for most games. Immediately change your VoIP button to an easier to access button so you don't have to take your hands off the keys. Improved unnatural animation when jumping over low height objects. Medals that could be obtained through ranged attacks have been improved so that they can only be achieved through firearms. Example, artillery, tanks, helicopters, except for A-10 air raids. I don't know who cares about these medals, but like, who gives a shit? Like, they're just medals. I just want to play the game. I don't care if something pops up on the screen at the end or whatever. That stuff just does not matter. Increased character swimming speed. I think the issue was in the last beta with the swimming was that once you go underwater, the game just looked like absolute dog shit. So I don't know it's the speed of the swimming that's the problem. It's the fact that the game just bugged out like crazy when you're underwater. If that helps, the swimming speed actually helps the bugs go away, good. But that's the real issue, was when you go underwater, it looked like shit. So hopefully that's changed. Improved icon design and text size when using the help shortcut, that's F1. Improve the visibility of the reticule of the dot sight that looks blurry or the after image that occurs due to the blur effect caused by the movement. Improved bandage healing animation. Improved claymores that are installed by members of the same squad will not be destroyed and allies will not take damage when it explodes. Improved display region ping information when changing matching region. So I don't understand if this is when you're in game you can see how much ping you've got, or if you're outside of the game in the lobby and when you change region it tells you how much ping you've got. But just being able to change what region you are and know how much ping you're getting is like good and valuable information. It should have been there from the start. Glad it's here now. Improved our security against illegal programs and client tampering. This has been a big issue in the last 2 betas. I've seen speed hackers, people just running really fast, and aimbot. There's plenty of evidence of it online if you look for people's videos of it. Absolutely aimbotting the shit out of people and running super fast. It sucks. Hopefully their anti-cheat is fixed and up to date now and we don't have to deal with that. It would make the game much more enjoyable. Improved to sound differently depending on the first and third person. Improved partial character footstep sound quality. Thank God, I kind of hope this is fixed, like so you can hear people coming around corners and you can hear when they get close to you, because before you just couldn't tell when someone's close to you, then you die. It's just a very annoying thing that a lot of games don't focus on. World War 3 has the same issue. A lot of games have the same issue. Being able to hear when people are close to you is very important to how the game plays out. Improved sound quality for guns heard by the third party. I don't know what they mean by the third party. I thought it would be better if it's shot by the third party. Like if it's by the third party, not heard by, but actually their third party fires their gun, you can hear how far away they are. That would be more important to me than heard by the third party. I don't know what that means, but hopefully it means when someone in a third party shoots the gun, you can tell how far away they are from you. That's more important. Improve the sound of opening and closing certain boxes. Again, who gives a shit? Some voice sounds have been re-recorded and replaced. That's cool. I didn't even play around with any of the voice lines. If there are any voice lines that you can manually press, maybe they just come up during the game. I cannot remember them, so I guess if they're not memorable, they're not good. So them being re-recorded and replaced is probably a good thing. Modifications. Fix the issue where weapon parts were not being equipped to the second weapon when looted. This is an awesome change. This is something that was very annoying during the last beta. I would have to drop my main weapon, put my secondary weapon in my first slot, put all the mods on it, drop it back down to my secondary, and then pick up my first weapon again. That was so annoying. So if it's fixed now that you can just drag things you find onto your secondary gun or have to use them from iron sights like you did before, it's just going to be a massive change. It's going to make it so much more fun to play. Fix the issue where escape did not function properly. Example, map close or match cancel. I think I experienced this once. It just wouldn't let me leave the map, which in turn got me killed. Fix the issue where Korean is being displayed in some UIs, certain language settings, excluding Korean. So when you looked at the map to drop, you had no idea, no reference for where you wanted to drop in the squad operations mode because everything was in Korean. So if you're with a squad and you're like, where are we dropping? You'd be like, I don't know, let's just drop here, and you'd have to ping it. Like, it's not an issue to ping it, but you can't even use a call out. You can't even be like, oh, we're going to drop here this time or whatever. Fix the issue where some kill indicators show suicide while spectating. Fix the issue where hotkey Y didn't properly switch between primary and secondary scope while point shooting. Now, I don't know, I never used the Y hotkey, but the problem I had was the scroll wheel, which they said was fixed in the last patch notes, would let you scroll down into your secondary and it would be fixed, but it wasn't fixed. It was you scroll down into your secondary and it would go straight to your knife. So you had to scroll up from your primary into your secondary, which is so unnatural. Like, no game ever does that. It was not fixed. They say they haven't fixed it here, so I don't even know if that's fixed. They should be fixing that instead of the hotkey Y, which I don't know if anyone actually uses. Everyone uses their mouse wheel to change weapons. Change that first, then tell us that you changed the hotkey Y. Like, no one gives a fuck about that. I care about being able to use my mouse wheel to change my, from my primary to my secondary. That's what I want. Anyway, this many updates and fixes is a good thing, but there are just so many basic things that needed to be done before showcasing the game initially. This is why I'm so concerned about this game going into open beta. As we saw in the second beta, not enough fixes led to no one playing the game. There should be a lot more players during this beta as it's part of the Steam Fest. It's free and open. I again want to see this game do well, but my confidence hasn't really improved much. Because of the weird scheduling, leaving the update so late, and communication between the last beta and this one has been like none. So hopefully they step up the communication. Let us know what is being developed in the game and what's being fixed in the game so we can be excited to play the game. Anyway, what do you think of the changes? Are you going to be checking out this beta? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Warchild. If you found this video valuable, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Sub to help grow my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.